Hey, what's going on? I am going to show you how you can run your own Google PPC ads, even if you have zero experience, and you will still get results. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Chris Gray. I own a marketing company. We have helped a lot of plumbers make a lot of money, and I'm here to make sure you're not getting screwed over when it comes to your marketing. Okay, so let me show you how you can run these ads. What happened, the reason I was able to figure this out is I was consulting with a client. We're looking at their PPC results, and they were abysmal. They were paying like $350 per lead when we really broke it down and separated all the leads and the sources and all that good stuff. And that's terrible. You should be paying anywhere from $80 to like $200 per lead for PPC, and $200 is even like max. It's pretty bad too, but it can get to $200 a lead if there's no demand in your area. But between 80 and 200 is what I've seen. Again, 80 is a little more normal. 200 is bad. So I told them that don't pay this company to give you crappy results. Do it yourself. And if the results are crappy, at least it came from you, right? You're not paying somebody for crap. You can do it yourself for free. Not for free, but you wouldn't pay the additional money on top of the, you know what I'm saying? Any which way. I said, hey, run it yourself. And they were intimidated. They didn't want to do that. They had no experience. I said, look, you don't need much experience. Google's made it really easy. And I can just kind of give you a template that then you could just copy and do. And so they said, cool. And I showed them what I'm about to show you. And then after 2 months, their lead cost went from $350 to $74 per lead. And again, it was pretty simple. So let me show you how. All right, so let's get straight to it. The easiest way for you to run these campaigns without having to know much is to run Google Ads smart campaigns. If you talk to your traditional marketer about running a smart campaign, they're gonna laugh at you. But the joke is on them. We've tested a fair amount of campaigns that you can do very well with this without having much knowledge of ads. Meaning, there's a way to run Google Ads that takes a little more science and smart, and we can get success with that. But then we've also run Google Smart campaigns next to it, and Smart campaigns have done just as well. Not in every case, but in a lot of cases. And if you don't want to pay a company to give you crappy PPC results, well, then you can do this yourself and be just fine over time. Okay, so this is how you do it. You go to Google Ads, or you go to Google. See my little yellow thing here on the screen, my little yellow cursor. Go to Google, type in Google Ads Smart Campaigns. When you search for it, this should come up, how smart campaigns work. You can just click on that, and then go over here where it says sign up for smart campaigns. So I'm going to give you kind of the framework of this campaign, and then I have to do a couple other videos for the details. So I don't want this video to go like 30 minutes. Because when you're setting this up, it's something new, so it's going to take you a little time up front. But once you get it set up, it's pretty simple after that. Really easy. Not much to it. So you go over here and you go to new Google Ads account. Let's just say we did this. You create your new Google Ads account, and it's automatically going to start helping you set up a smart campaign. So this campaign, let's just take any plumber's website. All right, so we're going to take their website, put it in here, and then it's going to scan your website. It'll learn about your business. All right, cool. It's going to take this one. And then we hit next. Oh, let me back. I don't want to go too fast for you guys. So it'll show you the mobile and desktop view of your site. So you can make sure you'll see what the user is seeing when they click on your device or when they click on your website, depending on the device they use. Okay, and then the purpose is always, if you're a plumber, I'm thinking you want to get more calls. So that's what we'll select. We will select get more calls. Click next. And then here are your headlines. Some of these, and I'm going to go into it in I'm going to have another video that talks about the specifics of what you should put in ads, because this is important. Who cares if you have the best service in the world and you have the best plumbing operation in your town or whatever it is? If you don't have ads that capture people's attention, then they're not going to click on them. So this is important, but for the purpose of the video, I'm not going to put too much into this. I'll do another video separate that's just talking about how to write ads, and it'll be a really easy way. You won't have to think much about it. So let's just say, fast and efficient. This is your ad. Just say this is your phone number. Okay, we'll go to next. Keywords. I'm going to also do a separate video on this because this is important. You want to make sure you're putting the right keywords in there, but just for the purpose of this, we're going to keep whatever keywords they give us. I'll give you another video on how to pick keywords, and that will be easy as well. I promise. Don't get too intimidated. I'm going to show you an easy way to write ads where you don't have to think much. I'm going to show you an easy way to pull your keywords where you don't have to think much at all. This will be automated. Just bear with me right now. I'm giving you the framework. All right. Then we go to next. It's going to ask you, where do you want to advertise? I like to pick specific cities. So if let's say I'm in Fort Worth, like say I had we'll look at this map, okay? Let's say I had a plumbing company that served, I don't know if you can really see my cursor, see this little yellow thing over here. Say I served Denton, Prosper, Louisville, whatever. Say I served all those according to this map. I don't want to put all of those in here. And when we discuss ads, I'll talk more about why I don't put a bunch of cities. I like to target one city per campaign. So if you served 3 or 4 different cities, then you're going to have 3 or 4 different smart campaigns, each targeting that city because we want to talk to that city. For example, I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. They call it DFW. If you had an ad that said, hey, DFW, I'm a plumber, I'm here to help you, that won't be as impactful as if you said, hey, Denton, I'm a plumber who can help you. Hey, Louisville, you want to talk to the specific city and you want to target a specific city. Very important point. So for this, let's just act like we're targeting Denton, Texas. You click next. Your budget. It's weird, man. With the budget, set it for what you want to spend monthly. So like say you had a max of $590 monthly right here, $600. Enter your own budget, right? Say you had a $3,000 budget, whatever. It's weird because when you run these campaigns, when you first set up your smart campaign, Google is going to need to trust you first, meaning they want to verify that you're a real website. They want to verify that when they send you calls, you're going to pick up the phone and all that good stuff, and that you're getting reviews because Google is about the user experience. So they don't want to put up your PPC campaign, even though you're paying for the ad. They don't want to advertise you if you're not picking up the phone or if you're not a real business. They are all about the user experience. So that means that the customer who's typing in plumber near me, they want to make sure that if they click on your ad, that you're going to give them what they're looking for. And that seems really simple, but you have a lot of companies out there people out there who are doing shady stuff with PPC and trying to scam people or just all that stuff, or they're just bad plumbing services. So Google just wants to make sure that you're a real plumbing service that can really help people. And the way they do that is just slowly giving your site traffic. And then once you have some trust, then you start to get more exposure. So for here, put whatever your monthly budget is, divide it by the day and put it down. And then what you'll see, though, is it won't spend. You might even have a $100 budget or $300 budget, and it won't spend $300 a day. And so you might have to start ramping it up. But give it a week or so first to get some traffic. And then once you see, okay, I'm getting a little bit of traffic, then start to ramp up your budget. And let's say your budget was $300 a day. There might be a day where you spend $300. But most of the time, you won't get close to that. The only time you'll get close to that is if Google really trusts your account, you're crushing it, and they're just sending you tons of traffic. So for now, we'll just put $50 a day, go to next, and then you're pretty much done here. All you would do is put the name of the campaign. So for me, say I was this company or whatever, my name would be, the company's name here happens to be Milestone. We'll say Milestone, and then I would put Denton. I like to name the Denton. I like to have the name of the company, the name of my company, and then the city. Name of the company, and then the city, so I have them all separated. And I save that, and then the goal is phone calls. You have your website here, business name. You would type in your business name, right? So here it'd be, I have to go back. I might have missed that here. But at the beginning of the campaign, it's going to ask you what your business name is. I think I put test by accident. Put your business name. I put test, or I might have even skipped it. But any which way, at the beginning of this campaign, it's going to ask you for your business name. That's pretty obvious. Put it in. And then they give you the ad that you wrote. Boom, boom, boom. You go to next. It's probably going to ask you, your payment information. Boom, boom, create new payment. Oh, also, if you set up a new campaign, typically you'll get $500 credit once you spend $500 credit, or spend $500. Then you get your $500 credit. You get what I mean? I would submit this. Accept and continue, create new payment, organization name, test, zip code, we'll say 7680. I just made one up. And then they're going to want you to put this in, all your billing and your payment information. It won't let me go on without it. But you get the gist of this. After you do this and you put in your payment information, then I'll show you exactly what happened, but it will give you access to your campaign and you'll enable it. So let me show you what that looks like. So when you're done, you'll have something that looks like this, and then you just go in there, and I mean, it should already be enabled, especially if you added your payment, it'll be enabled. If you don't want to run it just yet, this you pause it right there. Pause. They always want you to keep running stuff so they can get more money. But anyways, so then you pause it, and now you have your first smart campaign. It's pretty simple. Even when you're going through it, it might ask you to add something called Google Analytics. You don't need to have that. Just ignore it. You can skip that part. They may or may not ask you to have it, but you don't really need to add it just yet. That's a whole nother video, but it's pretty straightforward. And this thing runs by itself, and a lot of people just don't use it. Yeah, that's it. That's how you run these campaigns. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a video that's going to talk about the keywords and the ads. That way, you know what to put in when it comes to those parts. But again, it's pretty self-explanatory. You guys can do this yourself. You don't need much experience, and you can hit the ground running pretty fast. All right, I hope this helps, and watch the next video. See you. Bye.